You're watching the People's Tele Ogtv right from Abeokuta City. I am Adewale Dosumu, welcoming you to a comprehensive news package for the day. First, the highlights. Ogun State government commended for placing high premium on workers' development. Wife of Ogun State Governor Bamidele Abiodun restates commitment to assessing justice for survivors of gender-based violence. Senate Southeast Caucus advocates wider consultation over tax reform bills. South Korea bans President Yoon from leaving country.
Federal government, others partner on food safety. Details of these and other reports on the business segment of the news. Do stay with us. I am Bukola Agbakisi.
From the world of sports, Premier League referee David Cute sacked after a thorough investigation into misconduct. I'll bring you details of this and more on the sports segment of the news. I am Emmanuel Dasaudu. Stay with us.
Any people that is starved with books, especially the right type of books, will suffer intellectual malnutrition and stagnation. You can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on these platforms: X at Ogtv, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun, Inspector General of Police IGP Kayode Abeokuta, and other eminent Nigerians have felicitated with the 36th Commissioner of Police in Ogun State, CP Abiodun Alamutu, as he bows out after 32 years of service. The governor celebrated Alamutu's commitment to service in his address at the pull-out parade held in his honor at the Arcade Ground, Governor's Office, Secretariat Okemoso Abeokuta. Represented by his deputy, Engineer Noimot Salako Idele, Governor Abiodun praised Alamutu for his dedication to duty, saying he has demonstrated unrelenting commitment at maintaining law and order, ensuring safety of residents of the state, and safeguarding peace in communities.
CP Alamutu's contributions to the security and safety of our state and nation cannot be overstated. Our administration remains steadfast in implementing our Building Our Future Together agenda. We understand that security is not solely about equipment or technology. It requires collaboration among government, security agencies, and citizens. To this end, we will continue prioritizing the resources, funding, and infrastructure needed to sustain a secure environment.
The governor hinted that the pull-out parade was not just about years served, but a life well spent in the service of others. He noted that Alamutu's legacies are filled with vision, humility, and dedication, as his efforts have not only strengthened security of Ogun State, but has left an indelible mark on the society.
This progress has been possible in part due to the security foundation laid by exemplary leaders like CP Alamutu, who used his office to ensure the safety of lives and property through collaboration and strategic partnerships.
Also speaking, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Abeokuta, represented by AIG Adegoke Fayoade, described CP Alamutu as a diligent, dedicated, gallant, and hard-working officer who served the nation meritoriously, saying he's an exceptional and a dependable officer who touched countless lives positively. Earlier in their remarks, the Alake and paramount ruler of Egba land, Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, and their Karigbo of Noremo land, Oba Babatunde Ajayi, congratulated the outgoing commissioner on his retirement, saying the pull-out parade signifies a career full of dedication to duties, hard work, and outstanding performances. Earlier in his remarks, the outgoing commissioner said his service years have been a journey filled with challenges, triumph, and commitment towards ensuring peace and security. He commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun for their commitment and support to the police, urging officers that are still in service to always uphold the value of integrity and dedication to duties. The government of Ogun State has been applauded on high premium placed on staff development and training. Some beneficiaries of training, workshops and seminars sponsored by the state government for staff of the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs said they are better and well equipped than before. Fura Adeso reports.
They keep getting better due to the investment of the government of Ogun State in their training and exposure. The Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs Ogun State has gathered all beneficiaries of various trainings, workshops, and seminars to transmit the experience garnered at various workshops and trainings for evaluation, domestication, and sharing among their peers and contemporaries.
With what we have seen today, it shows clearly that when they are sent on trainings, they give due diligence, they attend promptly, and they participate fully in the training. And that shows clearly because they are able to share all the experiences they have garnered at those meetings and those trainings with the rest of us here.
The benefiting staff had been to Administrative Staff College of Nigeria, Toko Badagry, and some federal government organized workshops in Abuja through the sponsorship of the Ogun State government.
Continue to do good. You cannot satisfy everybody, there is no doubt, but in your conscience, know that you are trying. May God Almighty continue to be with all of us. May God continue to bless all of us.
Areas they have covered cut across all stratas of training, including accounting, administration, communication skill, speech and report writing, accountability, fraud detection and control, as well as psychology. They all gave good accounts of themselves.
There's nothing covered. If everything has a proper record, then there will be proper transparency.
How do we communicate? We communicate to share ideas, what we're doing now, to provide feedback, what we are doing now, to get information from others, what the seasoned instructors over there have given unto us, and to maintain power and influence.
Well over 20 staff of the ministry had concluded their training, while 5 others are still undergoing such training. The ministry has a policy which provides an opportunity for staff who had gone on training to share what he or she had learned for others to have a feel of such experience. Adefowora Adesanwo, Ogtv News.
The wife of Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, has pledged unwavering commitment to advocating policies and programs that protect the rights of women and girls, ensuring access to justice for survivors of gender-based violence, and creating an environment where violence is neither tolerated nor ignored. Mrs. Abiodun made this known during the work held to commemorate the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence for women and girls across the state. Margaret Okunola reports that the Speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Oludaisi Elemide, and the State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Honorable Adijat Adele, assured that the Violence Against People Prohibition Law will continue to be used in top gear for the prosecution and conviction of offenders across the state. Her report.
November 25 to December 10 every year is a defining moment globally as the world observes 16 days activism against gender-based violence, a campaign that aims to raise awareness and mobilize actions against all forms of gender-based violence. This year, the campaign is led by the wife of Ogun State's governor, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun in Ogun State, in collaboration with the State Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, headed by the Commissioner, Honorable Adijat Adeleye.
Various women support groups and organizations, non-governmental organizations, women associations, women leaders and functionaries joined the walk, including members of Spouses of Ogun State Government Functionaries Association, SOSFA.
One of our goals is to support all states to end up with zero GBV. And we are very proud that this state, Ogun State, is very strong. It's very powerful. It's one of those states that stand out when it comes to commitment.
The walk kicked off from Underbridge in Kuto, Abeokuta, the state capital, through NNPC, down to the state secretariat in Okemoso, and was later terminated at the newly renovated and commissioned Ogun State House of Assembly complex, where the Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Ludaisi Elemide, received the team.
Not that we will pass, we will give any law you bring to protect the women a speedy and accelerated passage. We will.
Ogun State's Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Honorable Adijat Adeleye, rolled out achievements of the current administration at keeping gender-based violence to the barest minimum.
Now, long-term goal is to have SAC in at least in each of our federal constituency. Now we have 4, 1 per zone. Skill acquisition centers attached to this SAC in order to empower our women so that very soon they'll be able to stand side by side with their male folk.
Wife of Ogun State's governor, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, says the walk is not just a symbolic gesture, but a rallying cry for action against violence against women and girls.
The progress we have made thus far is encouraging, but the road ahead demands even greater effort. We must advocate for policies and programs that protect the rights of women and girls, ensure access to justice for survivors, and create an environment where violence is neither tolerated nor ignored.
With prompt enforcement of the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law, VAP law, Ogun State remains one of the leading states at the forefront of eradicating gender-based violence, with the establishment of 4 sexual assault referral centers across the 4 zones in the state. The toll-free numbers include 080-0000-0555 and 080-0000-0666. Margaret Okunlola, Ogtv News.
The Southeast Caucus in the Senate has joined other stakeholders in the polity to call for the broader consultation on the tax reform bills pending consideration and possible passage by the National Assembly. Leader of the caucus, Senator Eyinaya Abaribe, made this known during a press briefing after a closed-door meeting with senators from the 5 southeastern states held in his office. Abaribe stressed that the Southeast senators are not opposed to the bills but are advocating for extensive consultations with their constituents and key stakeholders before a final decision is made in both the chambers of the National Assembly. He further highlighted the need to engage with constituents across the 15 senatorial districts in the Southeast Zone, as well as state governments and other critical sectors. The tax reform bills under consideration include the Nigeria Tax Bill 2024, the Nigeria Tax Administration Bill 2024, the Joint Revenue Board of Nigeria Establishment Bill 2024, and the Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill 2024. These bills, submitted to the National Assembly by President Bola Tinubu on 3rd October 2024, have sparked widespread debate across the country. While the Presidency and the South-South Caucus in the Senate have called for the bill's swift consideration, other groups such as the Nigerian Governors Forum, the Northern Senators Forum, and the Arewa Consultative Forum have echoed the Southeast Caucus demand for wider consultations. The Edo Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal, which began sitting in Benin, is to hear 7 petitions challenging the victory of Governor Monday Okpebholo in the 21st September poll. The petitions were submitted by the People's Democratic Party and 6 other political parties. The other parties, according to the court lists, are the Accord Party, Action Alliance, Social Democratic Party, Allied People's Movement, Action Democratic Party, and Zenith Labour Party. In his inaugural address, Justice Wilfred Poche, chairman of the 3-member panel, conversed for the cooperation of all parties in the case, particularly the legal representations. Poche lauded the calmness in the courtroom, but raised concern in the influx of party supporters into the provinces. Members of the Olabisi Onabanjo University Alumni Association UK chapter has given back to their alma mater with 5 projects in the Citadel of Learning, which include the remodeling of the university at the main entrance, election and extension of the university fence on the 2 sides, creating a walkway and lay-by to facilitate transportation in the university, among others. President Olabisi Onabanjo University Alumni UK Chapter, Tulu Deru, says it is their quota at recognizing and celebrating the alma mater which helped them in their various pursuits. Kem Agu reports that the management of the institution, its stakeholders, also appreciated the gesture while calling on other alumni bodies to emulate such. Here is her report.
The contribution of the Old Students Association to the alma mater had ripple effects as the intervention of the association helps to bridge funding gaps. This came to fore at the unveiling of 5 projects, all constructed and donated to Olabisi Onabanjo University by members of the Alumni UK chapter. President Olabisi Onabanjo University Alumni UK chapter, Tolu Deru, who was represented by the immediate past president, Olukayode Ukenla, appreciates the university for the opportunity to give back to the school.
The alumni is creative, alumni is good. Alumni is something that is, nowadays, alumni support university or schools, you understand? So the government cannot do it alone. So the alumni must support the university. There's a lot to be gained through the alumni interaction and integration, and the unity of alumni matters a lot.
National President Olabisi Onabanjo University alumni Akogun Jamiu Alabi says he is proud of the UK alumni chapter.
We are also trying to mobilize other groups and branches to come and replicate the same thing, something better in the university. And you can see the attitude of, the reaction of our people today, that they are happy and they are ready to do more across the globe.
In their separate remarks, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Ayodeji Agbola, and the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman Governing Council, Professor Toyi Ashiru, emphasized the occasion is about celebrating the achievements of the alumni and urged them to do more.
This legacy project serves as an enduring reminder of what can be achieved through dedication, collaboration, and a shared vision. I hope it inspires you to someday, in future, also give back to the institution in your own unique way.
As a graduate, we carry the identity and legacy of our university wherever we go. And what better way to showcase that identity than by giving back to the place that shaped us? I remember very well that the alumni association has demonstrated a stellar example of this, the UK branch. Their consistent contribution over the years have become an inspiring benchmark for other alumni branches.
Earlier in his welcome address, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Administration, Professor Oladipo Olubomeyin, was grateful to the Alumni Association UK chapter for always supporting the university whenever called upon. In Kem Agu, Ogtv News.
A federal high court sitting in Abeokuta, Ekiti State Capital, has granted bail to human rights activist and lawyer Dele Farutimi in a cybercrime suit instituted against him by the Inspector General of Police. Farotimi was last week arraigned before a magistrate court in Abeokuta over the petition written against him by legal icon Ariafe Babalola SAN over alleged defamation in his book titled Nigeria and its Criminal Judicial System. The IGP, however, filed a fresh suit against Farotimi before the Federal High Court over a 12-count charge bordering on cybercrime. During the hearing on Monday, the presiding judge, Justice Babs Kwame, disagreed with the prosecutor, Samson Usubu, who argued for the court not to grant bail to the defendant as moved by his counsel. Justice Kwame, in his ruling, granted the defendant a 50 million naira bail in like sum with a surety residing in Ekiti. The court also ordered that the defendant must submit his international passport to the court and adjourned the case till January 29, 2025 for commencement of hearing. Still ahead on the news, UN seeks effective leadership for national cohesion, civilians' protection in conflict zones. Details of these and more will be served when we return.
Let me ask you a question. What's holding you back? Is it the pressure of your job? The demands of your education? Or your ability to connect with the world? Is it the access to the right information? Are you lost? Is it your location? Or where you live? Or how far you are away from the opportunities? Maybe it's your language, your culture, or your traditions. Again, I ask you, what's holding you back?
Unlimited data from Airtel 5G Smart Connect. Whoever, wherever you are, stay connected. Stay limitless. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Glad to know that you are still there, and in case you're just joining us, you're watching the comprehensive news package for the day on Ogtv. The United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, and the government of Japan have launched a significant initiative to enhance civilian protection and promote well-being in conflict-affected regions by fostering effective leadership and national cohesion. In collaboration with the Martin Luther Aguirre International Leadership and Peacekeeping Center in Kaduna, the initiative has commenced the training of 96 participants, including military, paramilitary, and civilian personnel, and representatives from 15 institutions within the Economic Community of West African States ECOWAS sub-region. The program focuses on leadership strategies that prioritize unity and safeguarding of civilians in conflict zones. Speaking at the inauguration of the Leadership and National Cohesion Course 2 2024 at the Nigerian Army Resource Center in Abuja, Matthew Alao, UNDP's team lead for governance, peace and security, highlighted the critical role of leadership and cohesion in fostering global prosperity and nation building. Represented by Oluwatosin Richard, Alao emphasized the course's objective, and this program, funded and supported technically by the government of Japan and UNDP, aims to equip leaders with skills to inspire unity and resilience during challenging times. The financially endowed and well-meaning individuals in the society have important roles to play in helping the vulnerable cope with the current economic challenges, as government alone cannot do everything. Founder and chairman of Demola Okewo Foundation, Dr. Demola Okewo made this appeal during the distribution of food items to vulnerable people in Ijebu-Igbo held at the St. John Anglican Church Hall, Okeshope. Matthew Shomi completes the report.
Established more than 4 years ago to support the efforts of the government at bringing succor to the vulnerable, Demola Okewo Foundation has been extending hands of love to many across the state, and now, as a turn of the people of Ijebu-Igbo, chairman of the foundation, Dr. Demola Okewo, said the establishment of the foundation is born out of the desire to give back to society with the little God has blessed him with.
Well, as far as DOF is concerned, this was purely conceived as a charity organization to help the downtrodden, because we know that this is not something that government alone can do. The Ogun State government, the Building Our Future Together project, and even at the federal level, the Renewed Hope agenda is not something that a government, a single government can do or accomplish alone. So individuals that God has blessed, they can come in to have some kind of public-private partnership to assist our people.
Dr. Okewo revealed that the foundation will continue to bring succor to the vulnerable, realizing that government alone cannot cater for the welfare of everyone in the society.
We have impacted lives. People have been blessed. People have benefited from what we've done across the 3 senatorial districts. We've had this kind of forum in Ogun East. We've had it in Ogun West, Ilaro precisely. We've had it in Ogun Central, Abeokuta.
Executive Director of the Foundation, Adewale Adebari, said the goal of the foundation is to reach out to as many vulnerable as possible, especially in this period of economic challenges.
We believe that the welfare and well-being of our people in Ogun State cannot be entirely left to the attention of the government. It must be a public and private partnership something. So I think that was the brain behind the formation.
Others, in their good messages, praised the initiative, which should be emulated by others with means. The beneficiaries were full of appreciation for the good gesture.
Adẹ̀dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn bàbá wa DOF tó ṣe fún wa yìí. Adúpẹ́ fún gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe fún wa. Agbára Ọlọ́run, ọwọ́ wa máa ròkè o.
Exercise books were also distributed to school children. Matthew Shomi, Ogtv News.
The importance of family gathering to allow bonding and strengthen relationships cannot be overemphasized. Therefore, it is recommended for families to tighten ties. Descendants of late Pa Jacob Akinwole Talabi made this known during a family fun fair organized by the family as a form of reunion held at VEO Resort Ishara Remo. Ayodeji Tomori Oluomi has more.
Norland Industrial Group is a Chinese...
We'll bring you the report later in the course of the bulletin. Norland Industrial Group, in partnership with 7 Figures Income Project, has beckoned on all and sundry to join the profitable venture for maximum gains, financially and health-wise. Visionary leader of Figure Income Project, Dr. Paul Ezeke, who doubles as the representatives of Norland Industrial Group, made the call on residents of Odeole City and by extension residents of Ogun State during a seminar put together to train existing members and register prospective ones. Margaret Okunola reports.
Norland Industrial Group is a Chinese-American company with a thriving business plan and health-related product, and in partnership with 7 Figures Income Project, developed to help existing members and prospectives to get better results in the Norland Industrial Group business model, brought the good news to residents and indigents of Odeule City in Remo Northeast Local Council Development Area in Remo North Local Government.
What separates a man's present from his future is an opportunity, and that opportunity is what we have here today. Say yes to it, work with us. Okay, and in few months, few years time, we have testimonies to count. Nobody says no to opportunity. Nobody says no to extra income. Nobody says, so far is genuine. Nobody says no to quality health care. So far is guaranteed. So Join us, say yes to us. Your life will change, just like my life changed and the life of thousands of Nigerians already changed.
Legushen of Egushe Kingdom, Odeule City, Oba Olushina Adedayo Adekoya, and other beneficiaries assure that Odeule City is a marketing hub, ready to explore and thrive.
It is the interest of any leader for the economic life of his people to rise. Here is an opportunity for us, they are brought, to make people get empowered and not just better their life, their living standard, but better the community standard.
I've not seen any job you can go in now and earn as much as Norland is paying. You will have your product, you will have your discount, and you have your money back. So it's an encouraging business.
There was a question and answer session where prospective partners got clarifications on the operations of the business project.
Everything in your body that you need in your body, we have it in Norland, from your hair to the spine to the toe, from nail. Normal product is as you are taking normal product, you are eating your medicine.
This is a great opportunity for anyone that wants to become successful in life to tap into.
How to make use of one's brain to do business, not to rely on salaries alone.
Prospective members were registered and given Norland Health products and charged to spread the good news across the state. Margaret Ukunwola, Ogtv News.
And now back to the report on the Talabi Families Fun Fair. The importance of family gathering to allow bonding and strengthen relationships cannot be overemphasized. Therefore, it is recommended for families to tighten the ties. Descendants of late Pa Jacob Akinwole Talabi made this known during a family fun fair organized by the family as a form of reunion held at VEO Resort, Isha Remo. Ayodeji Tomori Olumumi has more.
Family plays an important role in the socialization process and passing on cultural and ethical norms across generations. Family offers unconditional love, sense of belonging, support, and security. It is crucial for personal development and well-being. The realization of this was the reason for this gathering of Pa Jacob Akinwole Talabi descendants.
We are here to celebrate ourselves. We are here to celebrate our father and those of us that has gone before now.
Speaking on the family's vision themed Our Time, Our Generation, Olumade Talabi said the doctrine of the reunion will be sustained in the family for future generations to emulate.
This is a vision that I've started by our forefathers. What we are doing right now is to build on that legacy, to empower our family first. And in doing so, we've created what we call family wealth, where every member of Pa Jacob Akinwole Talabi's family descendant have inheritance in that money.
Family members and friends applauded the get-together by the Pa Jacob Akinwole Talabi descendants with the attestation that it will further strengthen the family bonds.
Because of this kind of unity and the kind of gathering we have, we'll be able to pass it on to the younger generations, saying, well, God has blessed us, but you must do more. And by doing that, I'm seeing we have a foundation for all our family that anybody can tap into.
He died when we were all growing up, so that it could be remembered today is something I am personally delighted about. We couldn't say thank you to him, but our people can gather like this company of people to remember him is a very worthwhile thing.
Brought about all, both children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, he brought every one of us together under one umbrella, which will at least it emanates the love between every one of us.
A lot of people have not seen in a while, so I'm really excited that I want this to continue.
Late Pa Jacob Akinwole Talabi is the father of late Pa Amos Olushoga Talabi, who was born in the year 1936. died in the year 1987. Ayodeji Tomori Olunmi, Ogtv News.
Egba Diocese of the Anglican Communion held an Advent priesthood ordination presentation of honorary canons, installation of statutory canons, and collation of archdeacons at the Cathedral Church of St. Peter's at Abeokuta. Bolaji Samson reports that the newly ordained ministers were charged to be an agent of disseminating the message of salvation, bringing social transformation to their communities and the nation. Here is her report.
With a mission to lead a church that has regard for other denominations, especially those with a common Christian purpose of fulfilling Christ's injunction that they may be one, bringing all to the knowledge and love of God. An Advent priesthood ordination, presentation of honorary canons, installation of statutory canons, and collation of archdeacons took place at the Egba Diocese Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion. The ordination ceremony took place in the presence of the priest, canons, archdeacons, Ogun State Head of Service, Mr. Kende Onosoya, distinguished personalities, and members of Egba Diocese. The newly ordained ministers were implored to stick with the vision of Egba Diocese, which primarily exists to holistically preach the gospel of Christ to reach the entire Egba land and beyond, to enable it to recover its primary status as the agent for disseminating the message of salvation in order to make disciples for Christ and to bring social transformation to its immediate community and the nation.
It calls for their faithfulness, the job which have been entrusted in their hand, that is what they are to show in the church, and they have to be up and doing.
They were equally admonished to remain focused on evangelism, discipleship, ecumenism, the youth, Christian parent, the aged, vulnerables, economic empowerment, rural development, and environmental conservation.
The church is universal, and therefore it is not only to the priest. We all have a common call, and we all have a destiny in our hands. The church will be up and doing, committed personally to praying, studying the Word of God, and walking in the light of that which the Lord must have shown to them.
I'm being preferred today is just for me to look back and see what have I been doing that warrants this elevation.
All were prayed for to be well grounded in the Word of God and live out the same, to display Christian virtues and influence others unto right living. Bolaji Samson, Ogtv News.
Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has again been commended for the recognition given to the traditional union by setting a day aside for the celebration of Isheshe. This commendation was made by Oba Ishegun in Obadaoko Egbaland, His Spiritual Majesty Ololade Sunday, during the grand finale of the 21st Ifaoluku Festival and 7th coronation anniversary of the Spiritual Majesty, held at the spiritual ground in Obadaoko. Details are in this package.
It's been 1 week of spiritual activities and celebration of Isheshe as the traditional religion of the people, as the grand finale of the 21st Ifaolokun Festival and 7th coronation anniversary of its Spiritual Majesty Ololade Sunday as Oba Ishegun of Obadaoko, which was well attended by adherents of Ifa, guests, and dignitaries who converged at the spiritual ground for the celebration. Oba Ishegun, Obadaoko in Egbaland, His Spiritual Majesty Ololade Sunday urged Yoruba people to protect their cultural heritage and traditions by embracing Isheshe worship, which is the only religion that is indigenous to the people. The Oba Ishegun expressed his great delight in the attainments recorded in the last 21 years as more people are being blessed through the worship of Ifa and promise to continue to lead his people to the path of freedom from all forms of spiritual challenges.
I implore my people not to throw away our cultural heritage and Isheshe religion. The people of the Western world are now coming to Africa to learn about Ifa.
Some of the dignitaries described the Oba Ishegun as a good leader with exceptional character, a community man, as well as a philanthropist par excellence.
He is a good man. He is a good man and strong pillar of support for many of us.
The festival featured different performances while the famous Fuji musician Shefiu Alao spiced up the occasion as the people look forward to bigger and better celebration next year.
As part of sustained efforts to promote Igbo culture in the 20 local government areas of Ogun State, the Igbo community of Abeokuta crowned Dr. Paul Okonkwo-Agbasere as the Eze-Udo of Ndigbo in Abeokuta local government under the leadership of Eze Ndigbo of Ogun State, Igwe Willie Ejemukoye. The event, which was witnessed by government officials as well as people of the community, had Igbos from far and near that thronged the venue to felicitate with the Eze-Udo at Songwater, Ogun State. Olaide Oloye reports.
Due to his good deeds and generosity to the people of Abeokuta local government, Ogun State, the Igbo community in the local government has chosen Eze Dr. Paul Agbasere to become the new king of Ndigbo, Abeokuta, under the leadership of Eze Ndigbo of Ogun State, Igwe Willie Ejemukoye. The coronation ceremony was witnessed by other royal fathers, government officials, people of the community, Igbos from far and near, as they thronged the venue to felicitate with the Eze-Udo at School 3, Georgia Songwater. The Eze Ndigbo of Ogun State, Igwe Willie Ejemukoye, in his admonition, stressed the need to be law-abiding citizens and show respect to the host community and avoid anything capable for bringing bad reputation to the community.
This Eze-Udo is our friend, is our brother, so we come here to support him. With the rest of all this Eze-Udo around me, we are going to move mountain.
Presenting a staff of office to Eze Paul Agbasere, Special Advisor to Ogun State Governor on Inter-Ethnic Affairs, Honorable Monday Chukwuji, who was representing the Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, appealed to the new Ndigbo to continue cooperating with the host by being submissive and law-abiding.
The Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, is a good man and he has been doing good in Ogun State, concerning the ethnic group in Ogun State, securities and others. As he has been doing good before, let that good be following him all these days of his life. And he made sure that he's going to carry all the Igbos, even the mainly non-indigenous in Abeokuta. He should carry them along.
According to the well-wishers, the new Ndigbo will serve them right.
I'm so excited. I'm very, very happy for what I'm seeing here. In fact, I didn't know that people love us like this. I really thank God for what I'm seeing here.
Man of the people, he has been a good man and he has laid a very good legacy before assuming the seat of Ezeship. And I believe that trend is still there and his antecedent is still speaking and I believe we will still continue.
Eze Dr. Agbasere thanked all in attendance as he assures positive impact in the community.
That thing they saw in me before choosing me, I will do more and more of that thing, which is good. Be good to unite them, to make sure Igbo are united.
Certificate of chieftaincy was thereafter given, as well as gifts from the well-wishers. Olaide Oloye, Ogtv News.
The opening ceremony of Ogtv Father Christmas show in conjunction with Yewa Frontier Hotel, holds on Tuesday, 10th December 2024 at 10 in the morning. A release signed by the committee chairperson, Moreni Keji Shobaloju, the chairman board of directors of Yewa Frontier Hotel, Ashoju Mufutao Olabinto, will declare open the grotto, while special guest of honor is Ulu and paramount ruler of Yewa land, Oba Kehinde Ulugwele. Other dignitaries expected at the ceremony are the Council of Yewa traditional rulers and some political functionaries. The Ogtv Yewa Frontier Hotel and Resort, Ilaro, is a veritable platform for making the Yuletide season a memorable one for children. The show will either run from the 10th to the 24th of December 2024, with Santa Claus giving gifts to the kids. Venue of the opening ceremony is Yewa Frontier Hotel, kilometer 4 to 5, Ilaro, Ibishi. Business Reports is next. Don't go away, stay tuned.
Welcome to the business segment of the news. The federal government is working with Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition, GAIN, and all the relevant agencies in food and health sectors to strengthen border controls, product recall, and inspection data to guarantee food safety for Nigerians. Chairperson of Technical Committee, Nutrition and Food Security in Nigeria, Mrs. Ladi Bako Ayebuse, made this known while answering journalist questions during the introduction of the GAIN's digital fortification quality traceability plus platform designed to improve food fortification monitoring and enhance food safety supervision. According to her, the government is making efforts to encourage food manufacturers and producers to recall contaminated products using a methodology that allows prioritization of consumers' reports based on recognized risk, adding that the idea is to sustain food safety culture. She noted that an effective traceability system is important in order to quickly and effectively manage food safety risk and to protect consumers. Foreign investment in Nigeria's telecommunications sector fell sharply to $14.4 million in the third quarter of 2024, marking an 87% decline from $103.42 million recorded in the second quarter, the National Bureau of Statistics has said. Foreign investment in the sector dropped by $99.02 million going by latest NBC data. In this context, capital importation refers to the inflow of foreign funds or investment into Nigeria's telecommunications sector. It includes all forms of capital brought into the country by foreign entities for the purpose of business investments. And that was the business segment of the news. Thanks so much for watching. Back to Wale for the rest of the bulletin. Do stay with us.
From the business report, we move to the foreign scene. President-elect Donald Trump has said he will look at pardons for those involved in the 2021 U.S. Capitol riot on his first day back in office next month. Meanwhile, South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol has been banned from leaving the country. Let's join Inyolu Adeni for details on the foreign scene.
South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol was banned